Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make this knitted shoe for your SKZoo doll. This shoe fits a little bit big on the doll, that's for aesthetic purposes. This is how it looks like on the doll. So for this shoe, you're going to be needing yarn in two colors, so the main body color and the sort of bottom or the sole color. I'm using white and this kind of blue for it. You're also going to need, of course, your crochet needle. I'm using this, here we go, D3 or 325 millimeters. You're gonna be needing some sort of cord or yarn, ribbon, whatever, for the laces, and a darning needle to weave in edges. So let's get started. So to start, we're going to make a magic ring with our sole color. I'm using white for the bottom of the shoe. Okay, and in this magic ring we're going to make 6 single crochets. And close the magic ring. Right, now in this first row we're going to make 1 single crochet into this, 2 single crochets into the next one, and 3 single crochets into the next one, and then repeat. So we are going to make on this one just 1, okay. On this next one we're going to make 2 single crochets in this one stitch, and on this one we're going to make 3. And we're gonna repeat that once again. So 1 on this one, 2 on the next one, and on this last one we're going to make 3 single crochets in this one stitch. We're making a sort of oval for the bottom of the shoe. So on this next row we're gonna be making 1 single crochet, then 1 single crochet with an increase here, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet with an increase, going all the way around here. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3 increases, and then we're going to chain down and do the same over here. What we are making is sort of going bigger on this side so that it becomes more oval shaped, but still keeping this side straight. So this 1 and 2, then another 1, then another 1 and 2, then another 1 and another 1 and 2. Okay, then we make single crochet here, another single crochet here, and then 2 single crochets in this next stitch just to increase here, and again we repeat just 1 single crochet and an increase, one single crochet and 1. Now this is the start, so this is the second row, and then we're gonna start making some sort of pattern where we are increasing on every increase on the previous row, if that makes sense. So if we made an increase on that second stitch, we made another increase in the next row. So this third row is probably going to be the last one. We start with a single crochet, then another single crochet, and then this one is the first stitch of the increase, I think. Yeah, here we're gonna make 1 increase, then 2 single crochets, and then an increase here, single crochet, and then single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and then here 1 increase. And then here 1 single crochet, one increase, single crochet, 1 increase, and 1 single crochet. And this next row is going to be the last one, so let's start with single crochets, I made 3, and this one is where we made the first increase. Then 1 single crochet, another single crochet, and over here we increase, another single crochet, another one, here we start the increases, single crochet, single crochet, increase, crochet, increase, decrease, and just one more and we're finished with this row. So this is the bottom of the shoe. You're gonna want to make an oval that is about 4.5 centimeters by about 3.5 centimeters, so that this would be about the size of how we want it. Now this isn't exactly how it's gonna look, because when we are going to make the rim, it's gonna take up a little bit of here, but still. Now when you make shoes for these dolls, it's gonna be a lot bigger than what it seems, because their feet are really small. So it looks a little bit weird if you make them to size. I have here some other shoes that I made from foam, and as you can see, they're also a lot bigger than the actual feet. You can see it's about the same size as what I was planning. I think that this is a nice size for this kind of doll. Doesn't look too exaggerated, but still doesn't look too small either. So over here, what we're gonna start making is the rim of the sneaker. So to start with this, I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to go into the back loop only. We're gonna wanna leave a rim of the front loops. So I'm gonna start with here, and I'm gonna go all the way around only using the back loops. Now, since I want this to go up a little bit more, on these sides I'm gonna start making some decreases. So over here I did three stitches, and then here I'm gonna make the first decrease. Oops, hold on. Decreases on only the back loop are a little bit tricky. Let's just take your time. Come on, there we go. And I'm gonna keep going with the regular stitches for 3 more stitches. There we go. And I'm gonna make another decrease right here. So here, oops. There we go. And continue on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so on the back here, it started already to look a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to make 1 decrease in the middle here. So I've done 6 stitches. Now this one 7, 8, and on number 9 and 10 I'm going to do the next decrease. There we go. And another 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's the last one. Then I'm going to slip it into this first chain that we made and slip stitch, And as you can see, this, hold on, is what it should look like. We should have the bottom that's kind of flat, it doesn't have to be exactly flat, and the rim that's curved upwards a little bit. And if you see here, this is where the foot's gonna sit. So that's kind of what we want. Now here we're going to cut this off. And not this. Make a slip stitch, hold on. There we go. And that's the first part with the bottom of the sole, the bottom of the shoe. And we're gonna start with the next color. All right, so for the next part is the color of the sneaker, the actual fabric, if you wanna see it that way. We have, so we finished here. This part that we did last, where we only did one decrease, we want that to be the back, and this one is going to be the front, where we had the 2 stitches on the 2 sides, the 2 decreases. So I'm going to go on to the other side, the one that doesn't have the knot, and I'm going to sort of guess where I want the fabric to start. So I want to have the same amount of stitches on both sides. So here is the middle, right here, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4 here, or 5 here. Yeah, 5 looks better. And then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's too much here. So I'm thinking, let me see, this is about right, so I'm going to put some stitch markers on both sides. I'm gonna put a stitch marker on the side that I'm not gonna start on, right here. And on this side I already have my hook in. So you want to start on the side that doesn't have the knot. So here's the knot on the opposite side. So then we take our next color. I'm gonna be using this blue, and we just slip it in. And we're gonna start by making, just going around until the stitch with the blue, just regular single crochets all the way around. All right, so I finished the first row up until the stitch marker, and now I'm just gonna chain 1 and turn around, and I'm gonna go back into the same stitches just until the last stitch of the same color, so this last blue one, and I'm gonna do that for a couple of rows. All right, so I made 3 more rows, so 4 rows in total, and it looks something like this. Now I'm going to cut this color, make a knot here. Hold on. There we go. And we're going to start on the front part. So for this part, we want to make a little bit of white for the tip and then continue with the same color as before to make the rest of the shoe. So we're gonna take white and we're gonna go into this same stitch where we have the last blue one right here. And we're going to join the yarn right there. Oops. And there we go. Then I'm gonna go around here and I'm gonna make one single crochet, another single crochet, then I'm gonna make one half double crochet, increase right here, not decrease, sorry, and another one here, the next one, and then one single crochet and one single crochet, and to finish off I'm going to slip stitch into that last one. And as you can see, this just closes up, hold on, this closes up this part, making it a little bit flatter, but still remaining like this. So when we close the shoe here, it will still have this sort of bump, but giving the shape of the shoe. So that's it for this white thread, so I'm just going to cut it here and slip stitch this closed right here. And I'm going to start with the part from here, the part in the middle, I don't know how it's called, that goes in between these parts. So that's the last part of the shoe. We're going to start the part that we cut, where the white ends. I'm going to go into that first stitch, not the slip stitch, but the first actual stitch. And I'm going to slip my color right into there. And hold on. Okay. Okay, no, I did it wrong. We actually are going to go into that slip stitch, the last stitch right there. And here's where we're gonna slip our color, because if we don't do it here, I'm just gonna leave a little bit of a gap. Okay, so then we go into the first stitch, and now we start with our single crochets. Single crochet all the way around. We're not making decreases or anything right now. Let me cut these tails. Okay. Okay, so here we are at the end. Looks a little bit wonky, but that's just because we're just starting. It will straighten out a little bit when we make the next rows. So just chain one, turn the work around, and we're gonna work on the front this time. Just making single crochets all the way across. And we're gonna be repeating this for a little bit. Oh, come on. All right. So as this gets taller, when we close it, it will get narrower. So we want this part to get a little bit smaller. So on this third row, I'm gonna make a decrease. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna make 1, 2, and 3 and 4. I'm gonna be a decrease. Then 5 and 6 and 7. Then we're gonna make another row, just chain one, turn around and make another regular row with no decreases. Okay, so on this next row, we're gonna make another decrease. So we have 6 stitches, so I'm gonna make 1, 2, then 3 and 4. We're gonna be a decrease and 2 more stitches to finish off the row. Like that. Then chain 1, turn around, and another row without decreases. So this part is actually a lot longer than what you would think. You want it to be long enough to reach the top when you close it. So when you look at it like this, it might look a little bit long, but when you push it back and pull the sides in, hold on, you can see that it just barely reaches the top. So this is where I'm going to finish this part. I'm gonna cut, oops. And there we go. Okay, so this is basically what the finished shoe is looking like. I still need to add the laces, but the actual shoe part is actually done. This is kind of what it looks like. I'm gonna weave in the ends and I'm gonna get the laces so that you can see how it looks when it's all done. Okay, so here I have this with all the edges weaved in, and I have this is just cord with the ends cut off, burned off, so that it doesn't fray. And I'm going to lace these shoes. So to lace it, I'm going to start on one side and through the outside. Just push this in. Right there. And I'm gonna go through the other side, through the inside. Go through this stitch. Just trying to find through the inside, crossing over to this side to the very edge. Hold on. Let me open it up a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And this one through the other side. There we go. All right, so this is what the laces would look like, just going through both sides. Now for the laces, you can also use ribbon, or you can use this same white one. I feel like this white one, the color that we use at the start, looks a little bit weird when you use it on the shoe. But if you want to, that's a possibility. You can use it too. And now we have, you can put this on the doll, the shoe. And just tighten the laces and lace them up like a regular shoe. These laces are a little bit long. I would definitely need to cut them. But here it is. That's what the finished shoe looked like. Now, of course, you would have to make that twice to make 2 shoes. But other than that, that's the end. As you can see, this kind of shoe is not really that professional looking, I guess. But if you only have yarn and you want to make a shoe, it definitely would work. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.